Well, hello. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. It's Adeniki McKindy, your purpose coach and career strategist, back to talk to you more about purpose, finding joy, finding meaning in your work. We work about 90,000 hours in our lifetime, is what they say, 90,000 hours. And let me just tell you, you really want to make sure that you are doing something that brings you joy during those 90,000 hours. So I'm excited today to come and talk to you a little bit more about why purpose is practical. That is our topic for today. So let's just jump into the topic today. What I want to talk to you about is how to identify purpose through your passions and your dreams. Now, this is really a hot topic for me because there's this term out there called the dream job, right? For those of you, any of us who've been in the work world for any amount of time, you've probably heard that term. Oh, what's your dream job? Or I got to go out and find my dream job. Now, I personally don't like the term because typically when someone says dream jobs, they're typically thinking about some big tech company where they get, catered lunches and unlimited PTO, and there's a foosball court, and, they get to go on these company outings. So they're typically thinking about some ideal that somebody else made up. Okay, as opposed to really digging through and understanding what their dream job would be. Your dream job could be, fishing in Alaska, because you just love being on the outdoors. You love, fishing. Your dream job could be a landscape architect where you have your hands in the ground, doing work on the outside. Dream job is really going to depend on, again, who you are as a person and what you really, really value. And so I really wanted to just break that dream job down. Are you really looking for a dream job that you came up with or that somebody gave to you? Is it somebody else's dream jobs? Again, for those of us who were raised in households where parents had very distinct paths that they wanted us to take, what does that dream job look like? I know my dad, he told me right out front, I want you to be a doctor and a lawyer. And that's what his parents told him. They wanted them to be in the medical field or in law, something like that, because those were considered dream jobs. Those were considered sexy jobs. And I knew that neither of those were my dream job. Neither of those were anything that I wanted to do. So you really have to sit down and think about, hey, did my parents, did my teachers, did somebody else give me this dream, or is this really my dream? And how do you figure that out? Because again, there's a lot of stuff out here that could be possibly, that looks sexy. We like to use that. It's sexy, to have a certain type of a job. If you're an investment banker, that's considered sexy. Or if you're, a lawyer, again, a doctor, those titles tend to be very sexy, right? But again, it's not about the title. It's not about the position. It is about, are you doing what you were put here to do? Are you tapping into your gifts, your talents, your genius, your life experiences, and really not only is that the work that brings you tremendous joy, but you're helping other people, okay? Your dream jobs should fill you with joy and excitement, and you should very clearly be able to see how it helps other people. So let's be clear, when we're talking about dream job, that's not somebody else's made up thing. That is where you have to go deep and really figure out what it is, what's already on the inside of you. It's not something somebody gives you from the outside. It's something that you already have on the inside. You simply have to discover it. So let's talk a little bit about, again, if you've already reflected on what that dream job looks like for you, or what your dreams and your passions are, you wrote those things out. The one thing that I want to encourage you to do is, before you start making a list of, well, I want an office window, I want unlimited PTO, I want catered lunches every day, I want a company car. Like I said, I have a whole list here of perks, that a lot of companies now offer their people, external things. But are those perks really what's going to bring you satisfaction? Nothing wrong with those perks. Then you should absolutely sit down and think about the perks that you want, the benefits and the things that the company brings from an external perspective. But before you do any of that, you really want to think about the inner stuff, about the inner feeling that you want to have when you work with the company. What do you guys think about that? When you think about, work that your passions and your dream, again, when I say passions and dream, immediately you should feel in your gut like an excitement and energy. I like to use the word energy. What energizes you? And here's some terms that you should be really looking to feel whenever you're thinking about your dream job. Do you feel empowered? okay? Do you feel like you have a sense of ownership and power in the thing that you're doing, okay? Do you feel respected, okay? Do you feel like the people that are around you, you know, your boss, do you feel respected? Is that something you feel when you think about the work that you're currently involved in? I have a whole list here. Do you feel joyful? I mean, honestly, do you feel just a well of joy every time you wake up and get ready? You're singing and humming and, you know, excited and ready to go in. Well, what do you guys think? Drop some words that come to you. You know, I have a whole list here: joyful, empowered, respected, appreciated, confident, optimistic. When you're thinking about a dream job, tell me what word comes up for you from an inner perspective in terms of your purpose. You know, would you really stay at a company just because, you know, they had a wellness room, or you could take a nap in the middle of the day, or, you know, they offered you a company car? Those are wonderful things, don't get me wrong. But are those things going to make you feel like your life has purpose? Are those things going to really make you feel like you are impacting the world, making a difference, changing the world, making it a more positive place for your children or your loved ones? You know, that's what you really have to think about. So I would love again to hear what are the words that come up for you? What are the words that come up for you when you're thinking about passion and dreams? Okay, think about those and drop those in again, because again, like I said, the company, they can offer you external stuff all day long, but if you don't feel empowered, respected, appreciated, joyful, confident, optimistic, like I said, you pick your word. Whatever you want to feel on the inside every day when you wake up, then that's what you actually have to go for.